extreme precision. Like, I don't know what it was, but like, I could be running through the forest, not hitting any trees, 40-mile-per-hour wind, and the killer just throws a machete. Oh shit, what happened? Meanwhile, you have like freaking Stacy, oh my god, whoops, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And she's the only survivor, like, ain't this some bullshit? By that logic, Usain Bolt be the first to die, but Hannah Montana's gonna live. Get the fuck out of here.
Reviewers are scared because I'll just Thanos them, and I'll just take over the world, rise like a falcon, and hold a little baby and say you could be a comedian too, and I just keep it moving. That's my whole plan. Everyone's got their plan.
Hi, I'm Marcus, and I'm the idiot on the comedy circuit. I've asked a group of comedians some questions on how to start and succeed in the world of stand-up comedy. Subscribe to this channel to see what their answers were, as well as to chart my progress on stage, be it crushing or crashing. More likely the latter than the former. You can also follow my progress on social media. I am ION Comedy on Twitter and ION Comedy Circuit on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Here is today's video.
Well, it's really difficult because, as you said, there's different levels of heckles. Sometimes you don't want to. Like, I've got a couple of rebuttals that are really dark, yeah. But that would I call that Thanos mode, yeah. That is where someone is being totally, uncouth, just shouting, swearing in the show, and might have a drink in them, and sometimes it's just nice when you have a crazy heckler, like when you uncontrollable person, you can't control them. Yeah, I feel it's best just to try to be. If it's too wild, it's not worth hyping that wildness. Yeah, but then it gets to a point where you're like, no, you just got to go fully and destroy. And and it could go either way. You have no control over it. But there's different levels of friendly banter, like what you did with the guy who you said, "Oh, can I hit your partner for a while?" I think that's perfect. And you want to have the right heckle for the right response to the right level of heckle. You don't want to go too dark, too wild, because then the audience is like, "Oh my god, that was too much," But to get better at insult, and there's a difference between insulting somebody, yeah, or having just friendly banter back and forth, yeah. I try to stay away from swearing, yeah, from like on my rebuttals, yeah. I may say like oh shit or whatever, but I won't. Sometimes when you swear, it changes the atmosphere of the room, and now you're not being playful. Now when you swear in a certain way, it's like it's affected you. It's affecting you, and you don't want to have that audience feel that this interaction that you're being affected in a negative way. So that's what I believe anyway. But how you improve? It's really, there's no classes. Well, there is classes. I mean, there's some comedians I know that are really good at roasting on stage, yeah? But you get them off stage and you just go banter, and they have nothing for you, yeah? Because they have everything prepared, for somebody to rebuttal, sort of like somebody on stage saying. So they have a whole set written down for certain occasions, for situations. If somebody's drunk, if somebody says, "Oh, you're ugly," "Oh, you're that," so they have like 2-3 rebuttals for that indication, but for that reaction. But when they're off stage, socially, it doesn't mean that they're actually good at it. But at the same time, what I would say is banter with your friends. Now, I know a lot of, and I'm sure you probably do, there's just different levels of. I'm always looking for the joke. Like my friend, like will say something about his job and this and that, and I'll be like, "Great, this is good. Oh, I want you to do the best you can." But you boring the hell out of me. You know, like you just. I'm always throwing in these little left turns, and I just think banter with friends all the time, and you start building that muscle of like reply. But it's really enjoyable because I'm always looking for it in conversation, that moment where I can get conversation. But yeah, that's how I think. That's how I'm good at it. As in real life, I do it in real life. I banter with, obviously, sometimes with strangers, you know. But you have to do it in a very nice way. That or prepare for it. Write a whole list of situations. There's only certain type of scenarios you're going to have on stage. You know, you're going to have somebody think about all the situations that someone can say. Like, get your partner. Do your set and tell your partner what I'm saying, yeah? And they will say things and see if your brain can come back. And then write down what they've said, and then, okay, let me have 2-3 rebuttals back. That's how you sort of build that muscle.
Okay, I'm gonna be very honest. Comedy is fun, but people are very sensitive. So if a comedian's on stage, I'll never make fun of another comedian unless they make fun of me first. Then I know, oh, the door's open. Like you said something about me one time when you were on stage. I said, oh, so he's cool. I can make jokes about Mark. If you don't ever make a joke about me, I can't make a joke about you because I don't think you're cool. If you can't make a joke, I don't know if you can take a joke. So that's the thing with comedians, first things form. And also you got some people who get on stage like, this is my jokes, this is my scene, my mind needs to be right, do re mi. They need to be in that zone, and I don't want to say a joke about them that may take them out that zone. That's my duty as a host and as a person who runs nights. I got to make sure I keep my comedians in a good mental space because they're sensitive. With the audience, I want them to have a good time, but you're not gonna wreck my show, and you're not gonna live out your comedy fantasies from the audience. Where the safety is no, you're gonna come on stage and grab the mic, or you're gonna sit down and shut up. Because some people want to use the opportunity like, hey babe, watch me make a joke and this comedian's not gonna know what to do. No, bro, I'm gonna embarrass you, I'm gonna embarrass your girl, I'm gonna talk about your shoes, I'm gonna talk about your haircut, I'm gonna talk about her wig, her weave, her lace front, I'm gonna talk about everything. Because you need to learn, this is my show, my rules, you sit and be entertained. Insulting has a malicious connotation. So I'm gonna say I banter with the audience until I realize they have malicious intent with their comments. Then it's the 90s Yo Mama battles, baby. Let's do it. I'm gonna make you feel horrible about your whole existence. I'm gonna make your mama wish she swallowed. Let's go. I'm going to make sure that your father wish he pulled out. Let's go. So what's too far? Honestly, I feel like if you hit them with a combo, that's too far. So if you do a joke, and then you do a joke, and then you do another joke, and they haven't said anything back, you probably overstepped the line. Because it should be, I say something, they say something. I say something, that's healthy. But if it's like, man, look at your shoes, man. Why do you shop at the Salvation Army? What's wrong with you, man? And I didn't know that they made women at Salvation Army too. What's up with you, man? Does your mom organs? That's too much. 1, 2, 3, they haven't said nothing back. They haven't even had a chance to retort, so I'll give one line at them. And if they've said something, cool, I can go another one. But if it's bow, 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 then I'm bullying them. And Marcus, a lot of people don't know this. I'm big. I'm 6'4". I'm a large person. Me just going at a person on stage with a mic, it slowly becomes, Brandon, the big mean black guy, is talking about this helpless guy who just wanted to say his opinion. So you got to play it very carefully. So one joke, and if they come back, we go another joke. If they don't, I'll leave it there.
And that was today's video. Don't forget to click subscribe and hit the notification bell to be prompted when a new video comes out. And don't forget to follow me on social media, ION Comedy on Twitter and ION Comedy Circuit on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Okay, bye-bye.